Hello everybody and welcome to Media Demon. Today we're going to be talking about some movies that aren't as good as others, but I'm going to comprise them into a little series. So this is the first episode where I'm going to be talking about horrible animated movies that genuinely make me want to rip my eyes out. And the first one on the chopping block today is a film you may not know of called Rhapsody Street Kids. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I wish I was dead.
You might be smart with books, but you sure are stupid.
So, yeah, today we're going to be looking at something that feels less like a movie and more of a cry for help from a haunted hard drive from 2006. This is Rhapsody Street Kids, and I genuinely cannot tell if this was made for children, adults, or some other third kind between fetus and grown adult. First off, the animation. I don't want to be mean, but I kind of have to, because, oh my, you have eyes, I don't have to tell you. I've seen some early PS1 cutscenes with more emotional stability than this. Everyone moves like they're being controlled by a gently Wi-Fi signal that hasn't been blown off the board from 2003.
You might be smart with books, but you sure...
Like, why are they dancing like that? Who told them to do that? Who approved this? I want a word with you. Why is this a thing? And I know what you're saying, Mr. Media Demon. Why does this look like something you would make in 24 hours when you're on 7 bottles of Sprite and on 5 pills of Xanax? Well, what would you say if I told you this was aired on national television for a ton of kids to see, and I'm sure those kids still need therapy? Yeah, WB themselves took a break from canceling so many shows like Coyote vs. Acme and Batman Beyond. David Zaslav, even though he wasn't around when this happened, the CEO of Warner Brothers at the time, took one look at this and said, yeah, kids are gonna love this, and put it out, and I'm sure those kids who watch this on live TV still need therapy. And oh, did I tell you again, this is a musical, and oh, when those songs kick in, you guys all know I love a good musical. I still do musical theater myself, but this just feels like you put all of Wish's music in a synthesizer, threw it in a blender, put $15 million of auto-tune in this, and then just pooped it out like it was nothing, and then waiting for every YouTuber in existence to just take a big poop on this, because every funnier YouTuber has at this point. It's been like a cultural chopping block, but oh lord, like, it feels like someone put music into auto-tune and just talked.
At me, look and you'll see.
It's just, I can't even describe it in words. Someone just stop this madness. It's not even bad in a normal way. It's just awful. Just, what is this? And you would be surprised if I told you that there were actual VAs behind this. Like, this is the Avengers Endgame of voice actors. You have, like, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, and Luke freaking Skywalker. Did these guys owe money? What? How are you in this? Luke, how? Oh my god, look at that face! It's not even a smile. That's just a legally distinct interpretation of happiness. Jesus! Here's the thing. There's something weirdly fascinating about this. Like, you can't look away. It's like finding a strange VHS tape in your grandma's basement and looking at it, and it's labeled "Do Not Watch," and obviously with the chromosomal disorder of a 5-year-old, you watch it, and you are graced with something not even Satan would put his name on. So yeah, Rhapsody Street Kids exists. It was made, and now you know about it too. I am so sorry. Now we're going to get into some of the characters. Oh lord. So the plot of this thing revolves around Ricky, and he wants to have a good Christmas, and everyone just hates him from the moment because this dude cannot stop rapping for the life of him. He's a real one.
The one is faster. Don't you
and
know?
All the other characters I was not paying attention to because I was half asleep throughout this entire movie because I was genuinely contemplating ripping my eyes out with a chisel. And yeah. So I think you're wondering how this film looks like this, and it was not made how traditionally animations are. I forgot the service it was made in, but I'll put it on the screen. But this service was not like your typical animation service. No, you couldn't render anything. You couldn't pose anything. You couldn't do anything. Pretty much the basis of animation as a whole, they couldn't do it, and it was made in 5 months. 5 months! You're telling me Warner Brothers built this in a cave? with a bunch of scraps. And they still aired this. Genuinely pray for all the people who watched this Souls. And, yeah. On to all the other characters. Ricky's grandma looks like she was possessed by a satanic deity, which, I don't know if I have any problem with, but let's just go on. Ricky's grandma just looks like a deity in Fallout 4 that you'd shoot after about 5 seconds of interacting with. Don't tell me how I know that. I've played too much Fallout recently.
Grandma, you always know just what to say. Hey, Chris.
But yeah, all the other characters are just sentient dolls that are reanimated by Satan's corpse. Good God, let me out! And I can only describe all the other characters with these characteristics. So this is our main character, Ricky, who I said earlier. There's this guy with a cool personality. What's his face? The cool one, allegedly, you can tell because he looks slightly more rendered than the rest of them. This woman, dude I forgot the name of, Minivan Kid number 1, and Hypothermatic Horse. The biggest thing I want to highlight is that when Ricky gives his crush this bear as a Christmas gift, you can see it changes its plane of existence from being 3D in one frame to being a hybrid between a cardboard cutout and a flat cell in another one. How did this get past someone? Who animated this? Just why? But yeah, there's so many other things like the car that isn't moving, the wheels aren't moving, it's just moving on its own. And there's this shot where this woman doesn't even have legs, and there's this scene where there's this horse, which is just an inanimate object because it isn't blinking or moving because probably they just left it out in the cold for it to die. And, yeah, it ends with the promising ominous tease and the ominous threat to every country in the world that this was going to get a sequel, but thank God it did not, because that getting a sequel and much less a trilogy, that would just cause our third world war. But, oh Lord, if we had 3 of these, oh, we'd all be praying for death. So, yeah, that was Rhapsody Street Kids. My only thing is 1 out of 10. If you want to feel like you're in hell, then watch this, because there is no a manifestation of the underworld than just watching this, which is why it has a spot in the Media Demon series. And my title for this on the ranking is going to be our first Red. Only watch this if you want to feel like you're meeting Satan in real life and something that even Satan would call bad. So, tell me your thoughts on Rhapsody Street Kids down in the comments, and as always, subscribe!